I can remember my pops getting into an altercation with another man, and to my understanding now, he took the man's life. I remember the situation vaguely. You know, for a while I had suppressed it and didn't even remember the situation at all. I had to be like, I say, close to 3 years old. So at that time, you know, your mind ain't functioning. You can't process what you seeing no way. All I can remember was him standing there with a hammer in his hand, looking off into, you know, the sky. The image was just, I didn't know. I remember him saying, "Don't look, don't look." And you know, I think I was trying to look. I think I was trying to look. I don't recall much of it because I think at that time it probably was so traumatic. It was an overload to my senses because it took me to get almost into my 30s and 40s to even remember that. And I booted that right out of my head. So it's like, there's no telling what I did see. You know, I probably had to do a deep dive to figure out. All I can remember was him standing there with a hammer, him telling me, "Don't look," you know, seeing sirens, hearing sirens and cop cars. And I remember going with my grandmother, Willie Mae Martin, rest in peace to Willie Mae Martin. That's my father's mother. She was staying in, I think the Riverside Towers. They real close situated to Rutgers University. She used to work at Rutgers doing like cleanup services and stuff. I don't know what her exact job title is. I do remember her working there at Rutgers. And, you know, some of my first memories is, you know, of her. She was sitting there. I just remember the night. It was lightning and thunder. We have one of the upper apartments in those towers, in Riverside Towers, and I could just remember the thunder and the lightning. It seemed so close. I know I could talk a little bit because she was trying to feed, you know, she had some kidney beans and she was trying to feed me some kidney beans, and I was like, "I don't want to eat no kidneys," and she just, you know, started cracking up laughing. It's like, they not kidneys, they kidney beans. And, you know, she seemed very loving to me. She seemed very loving. The next thing you know, I see a woman for the first time that I can remember, because the only faces I can associate with my life at that time was my father and my grandmother. You know, they both look similar. I can't say they look like me per se because I couldn't see me. I could just know them, and I knew who they were. I knew that was my father, and I knew that was my grandmother. So now